Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video. Today we're going to discuss what VeChain's next move is and where do we see VeChain by the end of April, May, and 2021 in our price predictions. So right now we do see market cap at about 11.1 billion, the volume in the last 24 hours being that 1.9 billion, and the circulating supply being 64.3 billion VET. So if you guys have been following VeChain for a while, it's been doing fairly well. If we take a look at the last month, we had a massive increase going into a solid, kind of dip here, correction. But do remember, we went all the way basically to 19 cents on a massive incline. So anytime you have an increase like that, a correction like this is healthy to, farther grow VeChain without massive dips. This is the best way to do it. If we take a look at the last month, we've had this happen in the past. Obviously, with some increases like this, we went to about 12 cents April 7th. We dipped down to about 10 cents. From 10 cents, we went up to about 13, 14 cents. We dipped back down to about 12 cents. Then from 12 cents, we went back up to 18, 19 cents almost, and now we're dipping back down. So it's a common scenario with VeChain, so there should be nothing to worry about right now. VeChain is a cryptocurrency, if you guys didn't know, and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFID tags to their products that can then record data onto the VeChain blockchain. If you guys don't know much about VeChain, we will be doing a quick summary and jumping into their website. But I do want to go more into the price analysis and, like I said, talk about where we think VeChain is going to end up by the end of April, May, and 2021. But while we do this, I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always make sure to do your own research before investing in anything, specifically cryptocurrencies. So if we go to VeChain.com, we can look into what is VeChain. Well, guess what? They have offices in China, Europe, US, Singapore, and Japan. They're a professional global team. They have proven expertise in many industries, including things like fashion, wine, automobile, food safety, carbon emission reduction, and agriculture. They're easy to deploy blockchain platform, robust and secure blockchain infrastructure featuring turnkey solutions with both software and hardware, ensures a quick implementation for enterprises and developers. And then they talk more about their partner network for ecosystem expansion. So obviously we go down to their solutions. They have 9 solutions out here, each one being unique and also, makes this token even more valuable. So we talk about first, digital carbon ecosystem solution, consumer confidence index platform, automotive passport solution, retail solution, logistics solution, liquefied natural gas solution, digital content distribution solution, electronic document deposit solution, and then we have obviously that agriculture solution at the bottom. So if you guys don't know about the VeChain toolchain as well, we'll talk about that just very shortly here. VeChain's blockchain as a service, BaaS, platform is called Toolchain. Toolchain is a comprehensive blockchain platform offering a diverse services, including product lifecycle management, supply chain process control, data deposit, data certification, and process certification. With Toolchain, any size of business, no matter how small or large, can utilize blockchain technology to further enhance brand perception and value, as well as to expand into new business models. They've been featured obviously on so many different news sites at this point: Yahoo Finance, Forbes, FinTech, Cointelegraph, The Enterprise, and CoinDesk being just a few, because obviously everyone understands there is massive potential behind VeChain. Like I always tell you guys, there's coins that have potential and there's coins that have massive potential. VeChain is definitely one that's up there with Theta. It's up there with Chainlink. It's up there with Cardano. This is one that has massive potential. We talk more about the VeChain beyond blockchain, and they talk more into a little bit more detail here. So we won't talk too much into this because this may be over some people's heads, but application and service layer, they talk more about their infrastructure layer as well as their VeChain Thor blockchain and IoT layer. You can go into the VeChain.com, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find this graph, and it is very interesting if you're looking to find out more on the toolchain developer tools, turnkey solutions, VeChain World. You can learn more about there. Also at the very top right, you can see they have VeChain Thor mobile wallet, ecosystem applications. They just have a bunch of information there for you to really research, and I do like their website a lot. It's laid out fairly nice. There's also, I believe, a VeChain.org. I like VeChain.com a little bit more. If you take a look at their products and services, you can see that there is off-the-shelf, highly scalable, independent deployment and customization, fully functional, secure and reliable, cost-effective as well. And you can actually register for a free trial of Toolchain right away. So we've looked at the team before. We won't go into much details on this, but their team does look like it's a team that is very capable of doing exactly what they're accomplishing right now. And if you go through and look at some of their past history or their past work, you're seeing, confidence, confident team members really that you really do think have what it takes to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. So that's always a positive. Obviously, the two big things before investing, you want to take a look at, a couple things really. Well, one, you want to take a look at the roadmap. Two, you want to take a look at the team and the vision. And three, you want to make sure that they are completing their roadmap with polishing. So a lot of people actually just kind of skip over the roadmap because, they think, it says it's complete. Well, no, go into detail, look into that roadmap article or that roadmap, status and see what they completed it, how they completed it. Is it polished or is it something they just threw together so that they could say, it's done, let's move on to the next thing. So that's three different things that I usually like to look into. Obviously, the roadmap itself is kind of separate from the, reviewing the polishing of the roadmap. So there's a lot more obviously to look into, but the team and the vision is very, very, very important, as well as the utility of the token as well. So let's jump into the VeChain price analysis here itself. So we do see it go to that 17 cents. Let's get a quick refresh, make sure we're still up to date with VeChain's price. And it does look like in the last 24 hours, we did have that 6% decrease, obviously coming from that almost 19-cent mark. So you're going to see that every time you go up, just that to that extent. At some point, it has to come down, unfortunately. So VeChain did come down here in the last 24 hours, about a 6% decrease, giving a lot of people opportunity to buy in at a decent entry point before another increase. I think this is good because a lot of people understand that this is a healthy decrease. We want some healthy decreases, or we're going to be stuck at, a very massive decrease in the future. So now we don't have to have that. Every time we dip down a little bit, it just ensures that the next increase is a little bit safer. So we do see, like I said, 17 cents, a 45% increase in the last week alone. We take a look at the last month, about 117% increase. So just, massive increases all across the board. We continue to see its growth very substantially throughout the month of April. By the end of April, I could see a few things happening. We're going to go into our price predictions for April, May in 2021. April, I do see us about pinpointing that 22 to 25 cent range. I think 25 cents being our all-time high, about 23 to 24 cents being a good stable spot. I think May will start off a little bit slower, but by the end of May, I do think we'll be right around that 30 to 35 cent range. I think 35 cents being our all-time high in May, 32 to 33 cents being a good stable spot. Do remember, guys, I like to keep my price predictions as conservative, realistic, and reasonable as possible. If you're looking for, there's 100x predictions all the time, then you're in the wrong spot. I will try to give you guys my honest opinion on where I think this coin will end up being. VeChain definitely being one of those coins that I believe in highly of, and it could definitely potentially go higher than my price predictions. So by the end of 2021, this is the big one. Obviously, it's going to have substantial growth throughout the rest of 2021 with obviously healthy corrections, going through the entire year. And I think that's going to be the best part of VeChain is no sharp decreases that, take out 50% of the value. I think VeChain will continue at this healthy increase until the end of 2021. And because of that, I do see VeChain being very, very close to $2. I think we see about a $1.75 range to $2 range mark for an all-time high, stabilizing out at about $1.70. That would be a massive increase, obviously almost a 10x. I think that's definitely a possibility. Do remember, I think it's going to be more of, maybe a 6 to 7 to 8x. 10x is quite pushing it. I do want to say that's definitely a possibility, though. Between 6 to 10x is about where I see, VeChain making its way to. So we'll continue to monitor VeChain as we move forward. But for the most part, this is a coin to keep an eye on as it kind of slowly decreases here. 10x, like I said, it's a very big possibility that it could happen. But 6 to 10x is my prediction as we see it, potentially making its way to $2. We'll continue to watch this. As if we actually made it to $2, it would obviously be a little bit over that 2x or 10x point, and I think that's definitely a possibility. So we'll continue to monitor, like I said. If you guys want to keep up to date on VeChain, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today as we talked about VeChain. We'll be talking about other cryptocurrencies today, so stay up to date with those as well. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you all in the next one.